All right. This has been inundated in my feed. Everyone's talking about this. I have no idea what they're talking about. Let's go ahead and talk about this really quick, all right? Superman plot leak. James Gunn makes online trolls Superman's new kryptonite. This is a troll, right? Like an actual this is so stupid that I don't believe it. No freaking way this is real. Absolutely not. James Gunn's revenge on the internet, a bizarre and rumored plot for James Gunn's Superman has surfaced online, which claims the Man of Steel gets dragged into the world of cancel culture. What is it? Because he was saving a bunch of people and then he gets canceled? Like, hey, you weren't supposed to deport that, illegal Mexican, the illegal immigrant. He's not Mexican, okay? He's not, okay? But you're not supposed to deport that illegal MS-13 guy, Kilmar. Let's see. In the leak, it's claimed that James Gunn sets up Superman to be battered by social media hate, which apparently makes the Man of Steel sad. You are Superman! Who cares? Oh my god. Why is Superman a pussy? Alright? Why are you making him super pussy? Alright? What that super pussy could be a very good, very, very good Axel Braun parody. I'm going to talk to the Saska sisters because they're really good friends of Axel Braun, and he makes a lot of really good adult parodies, okay? And I did watch the Captain Marvel one. It's quite good. Quite good. No, we're not joking. It's further claimed that James Gunn uses a hashtag super shit hashtag in the movie, which trends and damages Superman's image. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. No, I don't believe it. Okay? But here's the thing. We do know that James Gunn has been canceled before, right? I believe during the I think it might have been Guardians of the Galaxy 2 around that time. A lot of people went back in time to James Gunn's tweet, and he said a lot of terrible things about little kids. And with what's it called again? C3PO and R2D2. Look, a lot of things. Like, I wouldn't even say that. Like, I say a lot of gay shit and a lot of degenerate shit. But the stuff that James Gunn actually said is like, what? What is happening here? And it's about little kids and, getting essayed and whatnot, which is really freaking wild. Now, I talked about this with my friend who's like a big James Gunn fan, and he said, well, it's sort of in his character. I was like, what do you think? I was like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, did you watch Super? I'm like, oh, the one with Ellen Page and Rainn Wilson? It's like, yeah. You remember that one scene that Ellen Page forcefully gets her cherry popped by Rainn Wilson? I was like, oh, yes, like that's the same guy. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense now. Makes a lot of sense. Now, of course, he is uncanceled. He has been uncanceled by the Guardians of the Galaxy crew that came together and said, hey, Disney, don't fire him. And then Disney's like, I don't care. And then James Gunn went to work for DC and made a decent, at best, Suicide Squad movie. And Marvel's like, oh shit, we need him back. We need him back. No, the enemy has James Gunn. We cannot allow that shit to happen. And then they gave James Gunn Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And then ultimately, James Gunn went back to doing DC. Now, is James Gunn a big piece of shit? I agree so. Well, not agree so. I think that he's a big piece of shit. Now, the weird thing is that it's everyone was glazing James Gunn, which was sort of weird. Like basically he's like a god to a lot of these producers, these writers, these actors. And they're like praising him and revering him like some kind of, all hail James Gunn, the one and only God King or whatever, right? And of course, him swapping out how Crypto originally looks like to this weird, ugly. Okay, I'm not saying the dog is ugly, but if you're comparing, it's like an average, scrappy looking dog, okay? Compared to how Crypto actually looks like. But let's continue. But the real twist, Lex Luthor is behind it all, using an army of mutant monkeys at keyboards to flood and troll the internet and tear Superman down. So you're saying that Superman basically got canceled by mutant monkeys with keyboards? Look, we heard a lot of leaked I guess you would say story and plots from like Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and like Marvel movies. Like, no way that's gonna happen. Like, that's sort of dumb. And then you see at season 8 what they did with Game of Thrones. That's pretty freaking awful, man. But let's see, what does the rumor say? The rumor comes via the My Time to Shine Hello account on X. Worth a mention is that Gunn has shot down some of the account's previous claims. In the movie, Superman is frustrated by social media backlash, with the hashtag supershit being mentioned several times as really getting under his skin. Meanwhile, in Lex's interdimensional world, hundreds of mutant monkeys are shown to typing furiously at keyboards, flooding social media with hate against Superman. Now, does Superman care that people hate him? Maybe. He shouldn't, but he is the man of the people. And Superman likes being liked, right? Like, he's a nice boy. He's from Smallville, and his dad and his mom are still alive, and but this would I'm just letting you know, this wouldn't have happened if Zack Snyder was still in charge of doing the whole Snyderverse stuff, right? Because that Superman don't give a shit about what people think. All right, Superman is Superman, but this is super weird. Yeah, the Mojo Jojo versus Superman. Oh shit, man. As of Monday, James Gunn hasn't shot down the rumor on Threads. He's been much less active on social media regarding responding to fans, but Gunn did shoot down the recent speculation that Garrett Dillahunt is really playing DCEU's Green Arrow. My opinion, I can see the rumor being true, as if it's true, it's Gunn's response to how he was canceled at Disney and Marvel Studios over his tweets from years ago, which interestingly enough, seem to be resurfacing online from the Snyder cult trolls. I wish that we were able to get a finished product from Snyder. Like, we should have gotten an Apocalypse versus, Apocalypse and Darkseid versus the Justice League, but, he did a lot of shitty movies that didn't work, but I wish that he actually finished it, though. Yes, it sucked, but I wanted to see the end of it. If you watch Gunn's Creature Commandos, he did something similar by having Cersei's army made up of incels. I did not watch Creature Commandos. There's even a character officially named Incel Son. And male characters are simps, the cops are bad guys, things of that nature. Sort of weird, man. So Gunn including an army of troll monkeys is an obvious metaphor for what happened with him back in 2018 when Disney fired him over the conservatives discovering his tweets from 10 years or so ago. Let's see. So what is Gunn doing? Just like he did with Creature Commandos, he is using Superman to get back at everyone. Kevin Feige ended up rehiring Gunn, and Gunn finished Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that's when Warner Brothers scooped up Gunn, who did Peacemaker and Suicide Squad. Following Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Gunn returned to WB, and the rest, they say, is history. He's now in charge of DC, along with producer Peter Safran. Now, if this is true, this is pretty much DOA. I hope it's not, because this is like, a lot of people are legit happy and looking forward to this new version of Superman. I don't really care about this version of Superman. If it's great, awesome. If it's not, it doesn't really affect me much. But we will still have to watch it, and we will still have to review it. It's not like, now Batman, on the other hand, like, they need to do Batman correctly in order for this shit to happen, right? They haven't cast Batman yet, and I believe they're not basically the Batman 2 where Robert Pattinson is not going to actually happen, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Matt Reeves is no longer a part of the project at all. So we'll see. Like I said, if it does happen, I will actually laugh because of how stupid it is. Mutant monkeys trolling Superman so bad that he gets, it affects him. Oh, Lois, hold me, Lois. I'm scared. What happened, Clark? What's going on? They hate me. The people of America hate me, calling me super shits. I'm scared, y'all. Oh shit, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. But you're Superman. I know, but like, I like being liked and shit. Like, look, that sounds fucking stupid. And if that is legit true, I'm actually going to be very excited for the movie because I want to see how bad it is.